My name is Kypros Markou. I'm a professor in the music department at Wayne State University, and my primary responsibility is conductor of the orchestra. But like all my colleagues, I teach some other courses which are somewhat connected. I teach theory and also orchestration, which is how to write for orchestra. Professionally, I am a violinist. I started as a violinist and then switched to conducting, but I studied theory, composition, chamber music, and many other things. And I have been active both as a violinist and as a conductor, especially chamber music. And I still, in addition to my work at Wayne State, I work outside Wayne State, both in this country and in Europe. Over the years, I have taught a variety of courses, like string methods class, which is strings for future teachers, chamber music, literature, symphonic literature, and string pedagogy. But primarily in recent years, I have focused on theory of music and orchestration. Theory, the basics are going over the scales and intervals. But then we moved in, like this semester, where I'm including some counterpoint, which is fascinating, both for me and for the students. And then harmonic progressions, which means you take one chord and then there's another and another, and how to connect them in a way that they make musical sense. By the end of the semester, students should be able to take a melody or a bass line and build on it or below it a harmonic progression from which one then can write a whole piece. In orchestration, we start by focusing on each instrument of the orchestra, strings, woodwinds, brass, percussion, and we have little projects that address those issues. By the midterm, students are expected to be able to write for what we call classical size orchestra, the type of orchestra that Haydn and Mozart and Beethoven would use. And after that, they have their big project, which is they take a piano piece and they make an arrangement for full orchestra. And the way I work with that is that everybody prepares a draft. They see me as they work at it. I guide them with the goal that by the end of the semester, they will have written a piece for full orchestra that's professional level, and it would be very satisfactory to play by any orchestra. It's a skill that they will need whether they become high school directors, whether they become church orchestra music director, they may be conducting a pit orchestra for a show. Often they will get a piano version of that, and then they have to arrange it for whatever instruments they have. In connection with the orchestra, we've had a wonderful program, the Orchestral Studies Certificate Program. These are people who concentrate exclusively on preparing for auditions. And I'm very happy that some of them have very nice positions. One of them is principal cello in the Dearborn Symphony, where I'm music director, but she auditioned for it, and she recently played in the opera orchestra. We have actually 3 graduates of that program who are in the Michigan Opera Theater. Another thing that I have taught, in addition to my normal load, is private conducting students who pursue a master's. And again, I'm very happy that some of my students have secured some very nice positions, like James Gross is the orchestra director at Grosse Pointe South High School. He's doing a fantastic job there. Another student that I'm very proud of is Bill Milicevic, who is out in Oxford area for the high school there, but also is the music director of the Oakland Youth Symphony and has done also an outstanding job there.